Hello and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the TEKS tool, Algebraic Reasoning. We are focusing on order of operations with a problem related to TEKS 5.4f, and we'll solve it in 5 minutes or less. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we need to find an expression that does not have a value of 18. We've got four expressions here, and so let's make sure we are clear on our order of operations. I always think of, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. You might have another phrase that you keep in mind, but what that does is that helps me figure out which steps I need to do in which order. And the P stands for parentheses. Now, I've seen some where it's GEMDOS because instead of a P for parentheses, it's G for grouping, but that's fine. Either way, you're going to start with anything inside parentheses, and then you have brackets sometimes that are going to be outside of parentheses. Those go first, parentheses go second. Then we're going to deal with our exponents. Now, we don't have exponents in 5th grade, but you will in 6th grade, and they always go next, right? So they're the little numbers up to the right. That means you're going to multiply a number by itself so many times. Third, we are always going to multiply and divide, and we could do either of those in any order because they are inverse operations. That means we're going to treat them separately, together, like on the same level, and you can divide before you multiply if you see it first when you're going left to right. Same with addition and subtraction. They are inverse operations, which means you can subtract before you add if you see it first coming from left to right. So those are our order of operations. We've got 4 to get through, so let's start with this one right here. 15 plus 3 divided by 2 times 2. All right, parentheses first. So let's deal with this right here. Within the parentheses, we only have one operation, so we're just going to add those two. So we're going to end up with 18 divided by 2 times 2. Well, what's funny, look at that, divided by 2 times 2. This is going to end up canceling each other out. When you divide by 2 and you multiply by 2, that's the inverse of each other. But we could just do it division, right, left to right. 18 divided by 2 is 9 times 2. That's going to equal 18, right back up to 18. But we're looking for those that do not have a value of 18. So we're not going to choose that one. So 5 times the quantity, 10 minus 6, and then a minus 2. All right, parentheses first. So 10 minus 6, there's only one operation inside that is going to be a 4. So now let's rewrite this. 5 times 4 minus 2. Now, if we do a 4 minus 2, that's going to get us a totally different answer. Order of operations says we multiply first. So 5 times 4 makes 20 minus 2. All right, that's going to get us to 18. So once again, not the answer. Let's look at C. So 48 divided by quantity 8 minus 4 plus 6. We need that parentheses there because if not, we would just do 48 divided by 8. But we want to go ahead and subtract within the parentheses first. So 8 minus 4 is going to be a 4. Now, we can go ahead and do the 48 divided by 4 because we're simply left with a division and an addition, and we're going to divide first. 48 divided by 4, that's going to be 12 plus 6. That also equals 18. All right, so let's hope D is our correct answer, something other than 18. So 3 times the quantity, 4 plus 2 plus 1. All right, so we are going to look at the parentheses first. 4 plus 2, that's going to make 6. Oh, yep, I could tell that's going to be a little bit too big because look, 3 times 6 is what we're doing next. Multiplication comes next. 3 times 6 makes 18, but we still have to add 1. So that add 1 takes us one more too many. So we don't need 19, we need 18. So A, B, and C all equal 18. It's that D, and it really is that plus 1 that knocks it out. So our answer here is D.